Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. I've recently been talking a lot about Steam undergoing some changes. Most notably, their client is going to be getting some updates in their layout, and the redesigned Steam client beta update is going to start rolling out in August. That is coming from Android Marvel. They have the exclusive, so I do want to take a look at that. Also, we've got the system requirements for Gears of War 5, and honestly, they're not all too bad. Now, the tech test was running, and given how easy Gears of War 4 was to run and how optimized that game was, I guess this shouldn't be seen as too much of a shock, also considering that this is still an Xbox One game. Had this been a next-generation Xbox title, maybe they would have really let loose of all of the handcuffs and made the PC version crazy as well. But with the game still needing to run on the Xbox One, I guess the expectations are to be kept in line, and given the fact that visually it's probably not going to be a sizable improvement upon Gears of War 4, I guess these requirements do make sense, but we'll take a look at that. And also, I want to mention a Japanese RPG that recently got a demo released on Steam. That game is Oninaki, and we'll talk that at the end of this video since I know that's going to cover more of a niche. But first up, thanks to Android Marvel because they got this news. They have learned through a reliable source that Steam will be rolling out a new beta release with the said features from early August to beta participants. So if you've signed up for the Steam client beta, you may want to keep an eye out for the upcoming update. The exact reason why it's taking so long for the update to roll out, we don't know that. There was actually a workaround, I believe, a few weeks ago where you could get into it and check out the new layout. However, they remedied those issues, and you can't get into that anymore. However, new features have been promised by Steam for a while. Back in January, in a blog post, they confirmed the update along with early sneak peeks at some of the incoming features, including an updated library. That's the main thing that's been circulating the web. If you look at all of the images that are appearing online, you can see that the library has been completely reworked. I really like the layout. Some people are going to be a little bit turned off by it because it does seem a little bit cluttered. Steam right now has a very simplistic look to it, and some people dig the simplistic look. However, at this point, I just feel like we've had that layout for far too long. I know they've added a couple of things, they've changed some things here and there, but for the most part, the layout has stayed the same. Whereas if you compare it to a console, just because every generation there's a new console, you get a different layout every 5 to 6 years. In the case of PC and Steam, it's been a pretty similar layout for a while now, but with this update, not only are we going to get the updated library, but also improved event system, better game discoverability feature, new Steam Chat mobile app, which is a big inclusion, Steam Trust, Steam PC Cafe program, and much more are going to be rolled out as well. Now, this is all going to begin rolling out next month, and that's for beta participants only. Do expect it to evolve over time as well. I imagine from a Steam standpoint, they want to get everything ready by, say, the fall, and then the new layout and all their new features will be implemented by, say, the Thanksgiving sale, holiday period, rolling into the winter sale. That would be my idea if I'm looking at it from the goggles of Valve and Steam. You would want to get all of these updates and improvements rolled out prior to the big holiday season. However, that is just my 2 cents in speculation. I'll leave a link to Android Marvel in the description box below, as they did have the exclusive on that, so give them a look. Okay, moving on from that, me personally speaking, one of my most anticipated games for this holiday period has to be Gears of War 5, or rather, it's called Gears 5 now. But I, more than most, really enjoyed Gears of War 4. The PC port was excellent, and I played it on the Windows Store, and you know me, I don't like to play a lot of games on the Windows Store, so it has to be a quality game for me to actually stick through it. But Gears of War 4, I thought it had a really high quality campaign, and in this case, Gears of War 5 is not only going to be released on Steam, but if you pay $5 a month for Xbox Game Pass, you're going to get access to the game as well. So the floodgates have really been open for everyone to try out Gears 5, whether you want to sign up for Game Pass for $5 a month, or you do want to go the Steam route and buy the game on there. Now, the Steam version is going to be a full $60. I know I've said that I like to have my games on Steam, but come on, $60 versus $5 a month, and you get a bunch of other games. I think I'm going the Game Pass route with this one. But nonetheless, we have the system requirements for Gears 5, and I do want to take you guys through them because they are remarkably low. Again, they're pretty similar to what we had with Gears of War 4, but as far as minimum CPU requirements, you're looking at an AMD FX 6000 series CPU or an Intel i3 Skylake, a GPU requirement of an AMD Radeon R9 280 or an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 760. I believe the 280 is actually considerably better than the 760, but those are both very old GPUs. And at this point, if you've built a PC somewhat recently, chances are you have something substantially better than that. And it does note for 6GB of RAM. Recommended requirements, you're looking at an AMD Ryzen 3 or an Intel i5 Skylake, nothing too crazy there. GPU requirement, you're looking at an AMD AMD Radeon RX 570 or an NVIDIA GTX 970. The 970 is an older GPU. It was great when it came out. However, at this point, if you do have a GPU like a 1070 or an RTX 2060 or 2070, you are gonna blow through Gears 5 based on the recommended requirements. It also does note it recommends 8GB of RAM. Now, Gears of War 4 was a very visually pleasing game, and if it's carrying over a lot of that into Gears 5, I would be completely happy with that. Now, if you're looking to play the game at 4K, it is gonna be a little bit more difficult to run, especially with a GPU like a 1080. I played Gears 4 with a 1080 at 4K, and staying at a locked 60 frames per second with all of the settings maxed out, yeah, that was a little bit difficult to do. But if you're playing at 1080p, this game doesn't look to be hard to run at all, so that's pretty great. And again, I want to get the word out about Gears 5 a little bit more, because from a PC gamer standpoint, Gears has been a franchise that's been absent for quite a while. We got Gears 1 on PC, Gears 2 and Gears 3 were probably the pinnacle of the franchise, and unfortunately, they were Xbox 360 exclusives. And while Gears 4 was released on PC, by the time of Gears 4's release, not only was the popularity of Gears tapering off, but it was also released exclusively to the Windows Store. This time around, not only is Gears 5 being released on Steam, but you also have the accessibility factor of you being able to play the game by subscribing to Game Pass for $5 a month. Even if it does go up to $10 by that point, it's incredibly cheap just to play the game. However, the point still stands that Gears isn't at the popularity level of what it was in the past. If you guys remember when Gears 2 and Gears 3 came out, man, those were two of the biggest games around the time of their release. Now, Gears 5, while I'm excited for it, while I've liked the turn that Gears has taken, if you're thinking that Gears is anywhere near as popular as it was back when it was originally released with Gears 1, 2, and 3, you are sadly mistaken. After Gears Judgment, Gears 4, the series has lost a lot of its luster, and that's unfortunate, but hopefully with Gears 5, I'm not saying that the popularity level is going to get back to the Gears heyday. However, what I am hoping for is a quality game, and I do think we're going to see that. And lastly, I do want to give you guys a heads up that over on Steam, Tokyo RPG Factory's latest JRPG and Oninaki has a free trial available right now. Now, Tokyo RPG Factory was a pretty recent studio established by Square Enix back in like 2016. 2017, they released I Am Setsuna, and then 2018, they released Lost Sphere, and Oninaki is their latest JRPG. From a technical standpoint, it does look to be at a higher level, and I'm personally pretty excited for the game. It has a pretty cool premise, action-oriented gameplay, so inherently it is a little bit different than Tokyo RPG Factory's prior two games. But what's been great about this studio is that they've been incredibly consistent with their game releases. If you guys know Square Enix, they take forever to bring their games out. Look at the Final Fantasy VII Remake, that's been in development for so long, Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 15, I can go on and I can go down the list forever. But with Tokyo RPG Factory, yes, their games have been smaller in scale, but they've been very consistent in releasing games every year. I Am Setsuna released in 2017, Lost Sphere 2018, and now Oninaki in 2019. I'm hoping for the best out of this one, and I'm hoping Tokyo RPG Factory can continue to create compelling games and just get better and better with each of their outings. Again, a demo is available now. The pre-order is also live, $45, however, a little bit steep on that. I don't know if I would recommend to pick that up day one right away, especially with all of the big games coming this fall. Might be best to wait on a sale for this one, but these games do tend to hold their value for quite a while, so that's something to consider as well. But that's going to conclude this video, guys. Again, it looks like the redesigned Steam and all of the updates are going to be rolled out to beta users starting next month, so that's very exciting. Gears 5 system requirements is out, and they are not bad at all. A GTX 970 being recommended in 2019. Hey, I can get down with that. And Oninaki has a free demo available right now on Steam. Check that out if you are into JRPGs. That's going to wrap up this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, as always, you can leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.